You think the forest is peaceful, quiet, safe.
After 16 years in the Marine Corps, stepping back into civilian life didn't feel freeing at all, and it felt like being dropped into a world I no longer understood.
I drove Uber for a while, carrying strangers from one place to another. But every ride made me feel ifta. Then I helped an old platoon mate get his landscaping business going, trading one kind of hard work for another. I even tried celebrity bodyguarding for a while, but the noise, the egos, and the constant chaos made it click cells. Working with Marines was different. There was structure, discipline, and purpose. Out here, it only. I'd dealt with officers, combat zones, and people shooting at me, but somehow entitled civilians demand collusion. After everything I'd seen in Iraq and Afghanistan, you'd think normal life would feel easy face. I'd seen things most people never have. Firefights, casualties, moments where everything could end in seconds. It wasn't the danger I missed. It was the purpose. The feeling that every step actually meant something. I even started thinking about private security pulled, something I swore I'd never get into.
Then one day, another Marine told me about something completely different, something I couldn't stop thinking about. After that conversation, I couldn't get the idea out of my head.
3 months later, I found myself driving toward Fresno, finally ready to try something different.
The interview went better than I expected, like talking to someone who already understood me. He hired me, and just like that, I had a new path.
I thought this was it. A quiet life, far from everything I'd seen before. I didn't want danger anymore, and I thought I'd finally left it behind.
But one job would take me somewhere far stranger than anything I'd ever faced before.
It started with a phone call, a client with a very specific request.
Where should I go?
I'll call him Chuck. Not his real name, but close enough.
He didn't want just any hike. He wanted one specific hilltop deep in the forest.
18 miles off-road. Whew. I planned it out carefully, breaking it into manageable days.
He wasn't exactly built for long hikes, which is why I decided to take it slow. There wasn't a single warning sign, nothing that suggested what was about to happen.
We left early that morning, heading out toward a place most people would never think to go.
At first, it was just quiet, but the kind of quiet that starts to feel heavy after a while.
Eventually, he started talking, and something about the way he spoke didn't sit right with me.
He started asking questions, not about the trail, but about how far we'd really be from anyone else. That's when I started feeling it. That quiet sense that something wasn't right. By the time we stopped, it felt like we'd left the world behind completely.
Once we left the truck, there was no turning back without a long walk.
We set up camp before dark. At least I did most of the work.
That night, the forest got quiet. Too quiet.
At one point, I noticed Chuck wasn't sitting by the fire anymore.
That's when I felt it. Not fear exactly, say, just the certainty that something wasn't right.
Then I heard it. Something moving out there.
It didn't sound like any animal I'd ever heard, not even close.
I looked over at Chuck, and that's when things got worse.
He turned toward the trees before the sound even happened again. Whatever it was getting closer, and I still couldn't see anything.
That's when I knew. This wasn't just a strange night in the woods.
That's when I finally saw something, but I wish I hadn't. When I shifted, it shifted too. Then it made a sound. Something almost like a voice. I looked at Chuck, and he wasn't scared. Not even a little. And then it stepped closer. That's when it hit me. He didn't come out here for the hike. That training never really leaves you, and in that moment, it came back fast. I didn't run, not yet. I just started creating space. That's when Chuck finally spoke, and what he said didn't make sense at all. I know why we're here. I've always known. That's when I ran.
I could hear something behind me, keeping pace.
I made it out, at least. I think I did.